I've arrived at the crash site. I'm starting my search now. Hello? Hello? Starscream's nemesis, do you read me? Damn. Blizzard's scrambling the signal. Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me? Hello?
Oh, hey! Are you alive? Oh, thanks, Solus. Alright, are you a Decepticon or an Autobot? Con? Okay, good. That means I don't have to kill you. Relax, relax. Just some dark humor. My name is Starscream. I'm the second in command of the Decepticon army. And lucky you, I'm also your rescue party. Unfortunately, we're severely understaffed, so you're gonna have to make do with me for now. Is there anyone else on the ship? Just you? Well, that makes it easy. Here, you hold tight for a minute. I'm gonna call the Nemesis to ground bridge us back. Starscream to Nemesis. I need a ground bridge to my coordinates ASAP. I have scouted the crash site and so far found one survivor in need of medical attention. Message will repeat. Alright. Now the blizzard is making it hard for the signal to get through, so it may be a while before we get a bridge. In the meantime, I'm gonna try and administer first aid. I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure your arm isn't supposed to bend like that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, I'm not gonna move it because I don't want to make things worse, but I am gonna adjust the rest of your body to keep you safe and comfortable. Is there any other part of your body that hurts? Just your arm then, alright. Can you wiggle your toes? Good, that means your spine is still intact. Alright, first things first, I'm gonna put a tourniquet on your arm. It's gonna be tight, I'm sorry if it hurts, but we need to make sure you don't lose any more energon. Where is the damn thing? Here! Alright. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna prop your legs up. It's probably gonna be uncomfortable, but it's important, especially with all the energy you lost. You see, if we elevate your legs, then gravity brings all the energon from your legs to your head and your vital organs, which is where it's needed the most. Now, last thing we need to do is keep you warm. Now, there's not much we can do in that regard, considering there's a giant gaping hole in your ship in the middle of a blizzard, but I'll do my best. Let's see. I've got hand warmers, road flare. Ooh, a blanket! Alright, let's tuck you in tight. Shake these up. And tuck these all around you. Alright, you want to relax. Breathe in. And out. And I want you to lie as still as possible. I know you can't be too terribly comfortable on the hard metal floor, but, well, try for me. Hey, it's okay. Don't cry. It's okay. You're gonna be okay. Hey, look at me. You're gonna be fine. We've got a great medic. His name is Knockout. Yeah, you thought you were getting mean old Shockwave, didn't you? No. We're not sure where he is, or even if he's still alive, but Shockwave's not with us. Trust me, even I don't like him, and I'm severely screwed in the head, so, you know. Considering how messed up we all are, how bad do you have to be known as the crazy one? When we first met Shockwave, I told Megatron we shouldn't recruit him, and he asked why. I couldn't believe I had to defend myself. I'm like, sir, he's a sociopath with a long history of violence and unethical experiments that were really just torture. Am I really all alone on this one? Yeah, apparently. Anyways, my point is you're not gonna have to deal with him. We said goodbye to him a long time ago. As I said, we've got a guy named Knockout. He's a red bot, turns into a sports car. He's taller than me and a bit bulkier. He's a little full of himself and he loves his paint job. If you ask me, he loves it a little too much. I don't mean in a narcissistic way, I mean in a neurotic way. Like, I'm not a psychiatrist, but if we ever run into one, I'm having Knockout tested for OCD. I'm probably making him sound worse than he is. He's pretty chill. One of the Viacons, my friend Steve, every Thursday he hosts a movie night in one of the exercise rooms we don't use anymore. We all take turns picking. Knockout always picks the Princess Bride. Oh, right, you don't know Earth culture yet. It's mostly an action romance movie. I guess maybe you could call it an adventure rom-com. I'm not allowed to pick movies anymore because I like horror films. The first movie I picked was Coraline, which is a kid's film, and it wasn't that bad, but it freaked everyone the heck out. Then I chose Logan, which is about these super-powered Earthlings on the run. I mean, it's really violent and intense, but I thought it was really hopeful, but no. I'm the only one with good tastes, it seems. I kinda sealed my fate, though, when I chose a movie called Midsommar, which is about these Earthlings getting killed by a cult. Steve pulled me aside and told me I was missing the point of movie night. Movie night is supposed to be bonding and a bit of relief from the war, not for challenging our worldview. I can't say I wasn't disappointed, but I get it. We deal with enough real crap, why would we want to deal with fake crap on top of that? I'm sorry, I just realized I've been talking this whole time and I haven't even asked you your name. What should I call you? Alright. And what are your pronouns? I'll remember that. I use they, them pronouns. I know some people hear that and think, ooh, special snowflake or whatever crap, but hey, who gives a flip? I don't conform to most things, why should I conform to this? It's not like I'm hurting anyone. Like, be honest, how much effort does it take to say them instead of he or she? It takes more effort to say screw you. That's 2 syllables. They is only 1. I'm sorry, you probably don't want to hear me rambling. I'm just trying to talk to you to keep you awake. You see, it's dangerous to fall asleep when it's this cold. When you sleep, your body temperature lowers. In a normal environment, that's not a problem, but when it's this cold, it puts you at the risk for hypothermia. Actually, how are you feeling? Nice and toasty, hopefully? Here, let me check your temp. Don't worry, this is a laser thermometer, so you don't have to move. Let's see. Your body temperature is normal, and... oh, good. Looks like I did a perfect job of keeping you warm. It should be safe for you to fall asleep while we wait for a pickup. Actually, let me check real quick to see if anyone's responded yet. Oh, good. Dexter texted back, message received, will send ground bridge ASAP, blizzard interfering with equipment. You hear that? Help is on the way. Dexter is our ground bridge operator. Nice guy. He's gotten me out of a lot of scrapes, and he can keep a secret. There have been plenty of times where I've gone off on, let's call them escapades, that weren't exactly approved of by Lord Megatron, but, well, he didn't exactly tell me I couldn't go. Most of the time. Anyway, if you ever want to sneak off, you can trust Dexter not to report you. That being said, he won't lie for you, but considering the punishments our grand leader is prone to handling out, I don't blame him. What's that? Oh yeah, Dexter is a very weird name. That's because it's an Earth name. I don't think it means anything. I think it's just a series of sounds that someone liked, and now it's a name. The reason he's called that is because he's a Viacon. That's the name for our clone soldiers. When they were all being made, we didn't really have time to name them, so we just gave them numbers and told them to name themselves when they found one they liked. We've been on Earth for... how long has it been? 50 Earth years, so... I want to say that's 30 Cybertronian years, but it doesn't feel right. Point being that we've been here long enough to settle in, feel at home, and a lot of us have gotten attached to this place, so most of the Viacons have taken Earth names. Which is good. When they all had numbers, it was awkward and uncomfortable. You felt like you were demoralizing them just by addressing them. To some extent, you do have to consider your army as a resource, but you also need to remember that they're actual people, otherwise it's too easy to overwork them or get comfortable with the thought of them dying. After all, the Decepticon cause is, at its core, an anti-slavery movement. Or at least that's how it started. I'll be honest, I think I need to, temper your expectations a bit. Megatron is... well, he's probably not what you're expecting. I'm not sure what you've heard or what you believe. I've met a lot of people who think of him as a god. Remind me to tell you about a guy named Tarn. I've met people who see him as a great general and a great leader. I wish I could tell you he's all those things, but he's not. Not really. He's just a propagandist. He's really good at that, but that's kind of all he's good at. To be fair, he doesn't have a formal education. He started as a slave miner who barely knew how to read and write. Everything he knows about how to run a military he learned from me. I'm probably the only reason we haven't crashed and burned yet, and that's not me being arrogant or self-centered. I was a general in the time before. I fought and won over 10 campaigns. I'm the reason Cybertron has fabrics. All your blankets and pillows. Yeah, the material to make that stuff doesn't exist on Cybertron. It comes from a jungle planet called Eurykos. I was the one who conquered that planet for us. You're welcome. So, yeah, I'm the only real brain cell that keeps things alive. Megatron doesn't really know what he's doing. I don't even think he has a plan for when all this is over. I mean, I have a top-notch education in war, and I'm a scientist. I have a doctorate in engineering. But I have no clue how we'd rebuild Cybertron society. You'd need to set up an economy and a government, and I was never trained for that. And I don't know anyone who is. The information was specifically kept from me and anyone else in the military. Hell, I don't even know how to buy my own furniture. I may have been a general, and in some ways I had it better than most, but I was as much a slave as Megatron. I came into this world a jet, so that meant I had to be a seeker. I couldn't leave Voss. I couldn't live in my own house. I slept in the barracks with everyone else. I had to fight whether or not I wanted to. The only reason I could study engineering was because that it could help win wars. We didn't really have any entertainment either. I mean, we had a movie theater, but they only played documentaries. Anything we read or saw was always sterilized. I've never been a civilian. I don't know what it's like. In my whole life, I've only ever been to a restaurant twice, and I didn't even order for myself. Megatron ordered for me because I didn't recognize anything on the menu. All my meals at Voss were planned by someone else. I don't even know what we're gonna do if we win this war. Sometimes I think Megatron is purposely dragging it out so he can die a martyr and leave it for someone else to figure out. Which would be me, assuming I survive that long. Honestly, I think we lost our way a long time ago. I'm sorry, I'm probably depressing you, but I want you to be prepared. Megatron is at best a lackluster leader and at worst completely incompetent. But I suppose I should really stop talking about all that now. After all, I need to keep you calm, and that's probably not helping. The good news is, once we get back to the Nemesis, you'll be in good company. Most of the crew is pretty chill. Arachnid is the only one I'd watch out for. Even then, she's not mean, she's just rather standoffish. I don't know what she's been through, but we've all seen hell, and if you leave her be, she won't bother you, so I give her a pass. There's my sibling Skywarp. They're really friendly, and I'm not sure how, but they managed to find and keep a hold of a board game. I think it's Cybertronian, too. It's called Octago. It's basically capture the flag in board game form, so if you ever want a game night, just ask him. He'll play with anyone. I try to play with her as much as I can, but, well, After a long day, you only have so much energy. There's my other brother, Thundercracker. He fancies himself a writer. He's been trying to write a screenplay for a movie about how the Decepticon cause started. Yeah, I know, it's kind of a ridiculous thing to do in the middle of a war. It's not like we have a studio, or actors, or any of the other people and resources you would need to actually make a movie. But it helps keep him sane, and I guess it's his way of staying hopeful. Something to look forward to when all this is over. Plus, he only works on it during his time off, so it's not like I have anything to complain about. Is it any good? I don't know, I haven't read it. He says, "You never look at a piece of art until it's done. Trust me, Starry. Even the greatest works looked pathetic at the start. It ruins the magic." Whatever. I just hope he finishes it soon. It'd be nice to have a distraction. Let's see, who else is there? I've already told you about Knockout. Oh, I completely forgot about Breakdown. Breakdown is Knockout's conjunction Dora, and also his assistant. Though he doesn't really help with any medical procedures. He does things like clean the equipment and measure out medicine, stuff most people could do, but it really helps speed things up and it keeps Knockout sane. Knockout is our only real medic, so if something happens to him, the rest of us are screwed. Thankfully, he is training 2 Vicons, so hopefully in the next few years we'll have more medics, but learning to do surgery is a hard and time-consuming feat, so it'll be a while. I want to say his apprentices are Lance and Gabby, but don't quote me on that. They're nice enough. Gabby's one of those people who always... Oh! Well, look at that. Okay. Well, help's here. I just want you to take a few deep breaths and relax. Everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna take good care of you.